What up, everybody? I hope you guys can hear me well. I know it's been a while. I apologize. I had a lot of things going on with apartment applications and DMV and the Social Security Administration, and I also took a break. Mercury retrograde presented a lot of problems considering most of the things that I needed to do required technology. So we'll get into it. This is going to be the reading for you, my Aquariuses, from June 19th to July 2nd. It's general readings. It's not really focused on any one thing. We'll get right into it. I'm going to pull you guys a mystical shaman card, and we'll get right into it. Insight, guidance, advice for Aquarius, June 19th to July 2nd. All right. We got water. I think right now, for you, Aquarius, we are in a place of, I am Aquarius rising, so if we say we, that's why, or if I say we, that's why. But you're in the place of going with the flow or needing to go with the flow. This also could, on a global level, for whoever's here, be mentioning being more conscious about your water usage in the drought, especially if you are living in the North and South America regions, more so on the west side. You know, you might be worried about water here in the future. Some of you guys might just need to hydrate, but I really think it's just like trying not to stress so much in life and practicing more going with the flow of things, because it's organically easier that way. So right now we're going to get into doing your actual tarot read. I am going to pull some cards with the Fairy Wicca Tarot deck that I have here, and then we'll get some clarification on what pops up using the Gilded. I already can tell you cards are pretty rough to shuffle. Things are pretty mixed up. That could be like why I feel for some of you it's not so much that you are going with the flow, that you need to. And so that can be very hard for Aquarius, because Aquarius is a very analytical sign. Like, you usually like to know what you're doing and what's going on. Winging it isn't usually a thing Aquarius, or most air signs in general, are comfortable with. Insight, guidance, advice for Aquarius, June 19th to July 2nd. I feel like if you guys don't, it's going to overcomplicate some situations and possibly put you in a high stress like environment. You're going to create a high stress environment, or at least mindset. All right. The first card you got is the Aner of Domhan. This is like kind of like a Knight of Pentacles, like a princess, not quite the Queen of Pentacles. I think you're definitely focused on finances. You're focused on I'm hearing like food, well-being, probably doing research and watching how things are going, and worrying about your future and sustainability, which could be why you're being very analytical and worrying and going with the flow right now, and just kind of not letting possible situations and things you're learning put you in a fear-based mentality, because it's going to be hard to prepare for certain situations, and it's going to be like really rough on your mental health, Aquarius. You got the Radiator of Air. A lot of this could be because some of you have kids, and I'm also hearing like some of these are premature thoughts. So it might not be that your thoughts are premature, but like some of the content you're seeing, like it could be from a very early assumption of how things are going to go. Like, it's definitely need to like ground yourself in the more positive outcomes and thoughts in life. A lot of you could be watching your kids graduate at this moment too, and you're also like thinking about what the future holds for your child in the current state of things. Got the Four of Time, like you want a future, whether you have your own family, part of a family, single person, part of like a group of friends. But I mean, you want to know more about what's going on in the world. You want more for you and the people you love. Hearing like you really just want more information. Definitely like have a feeling of like binge researching things. And I also feel like you got good communication with people. You might feel somewhat stable in most parts of life, but it's like life is starting to lose that fire. Like you want to be inspired. Ten of Air. Like, yeah, I feel like you want some kind of spark of inspiration, some spark of passion in your life, relationship, whatever it be, whether it be for work or romance. But, you're feeling a little emotionally dead or drained. And it's just kind of like needing a good time. Maybe that's why you need to go with the flow. Stop stressing out so much and being so analytical and just go with the flow so you can be a person that someone kind of wants to hang out with because they see you as a good time instead of a doomsday type of a person because you're so concerned with everything that's going on. Seven of UCs. And I feel you have a lot of options and you know a lot of things. There's probably a lot of people that are interested in you. You're in a place where it's like you're still healing your mindset when it comes to the gloom and the doom I'm hearing. So we're going to go ahead and get some clarification on what I pulled here with the Gilded deck, which is set up in the style of Rider-Waite definitions and explanations. The one I just used isn't. It's definitely a very, very special deck. They stopped printing it a long time ago. Said this several times before. I'm pretty sure the graphic art was created by artists when they took a trip to the Stonehenge. Some of you guys might just really need a fucking vacation, and there's lots of different places you want to go or you have the means to go. So, here we go. What is the Hiner of Domhan here? Hiner of Domhan. Alright. The High Priestess. Yeah, I feel like versus watching whatever it is you're watching or doing so much research or taking so much advice on certain things, you might just really need to just go with your intuition and what you think and what you know at this point and just kind of let it go and carry on with that and live life. You might be over researching something or overthinking something. Rider of Air. Rider of Air. Got the Nine of Pentacles, clarifying the Rider of Air. Some of you I'm hearing could be watching stocks or watching your kids, but whatever it is that you're watching or concerned about, it's gonna grow, it's gonna be successful. If it's a global situation, what you're worried about, I feel like in time we will be okay if you and everyone else involved, this could be a big collective thing, stays grounded and doesn't react off of premature assumptions. Four of time, four of time, four of time. Like, some things are going to take time to figure out and resolve. Four of time is clarified by the Five of Cups. So I think you're in a state of like wanting love in your life. You probably still occasionally think about past heartbreaks, or you're in a relationship where it's like you might want more, or be in a space where a lot of people are, where, you know, the last year has really created a lot of problems in relationships, whether it be with family, kids, or romance. So this could be you thinking about past arguments, or just how you want more for your family, and fearing having less or not having enough, or remembering hard times and fearing that those hard times are going to come back around. It doesn't necessarily like mean it's a romantic partner or some kind of love that you want more of or are heartbroken over. Ten of Air. I just feel like there's a mass amount of worry in this reading, and you really just need to breathe, because it might just be something that you found out or read or heard, and you're taking it as that's what it is, and it's creating like fear in some of you guys. Ten of Air, Two of Pentacles. It's like, yeah, like, is it the end of the world? Is it not the end of the world? Is it gonna get better? Is it not gonna get better? Yeah. It's more like you're more so expecting the worst and preparing for or expecting the worst and preparing for the worst, versus expecting the best and preparing for the worst. Seven of UCs. Seven of UCs. Like, I'm hearing you're like seeing no way out, or no way through, or no way past, and like you really gotta let go of that perspective. Page of Wands, Seven of UCs. Again, I feel like when it comes to options and stuff, if it is romance or with your partner, like, I think you're feeling it's either just sex based, or most people just want sex. And then at the bottom of the deck, you've got Justice. It's a card of Libra, and I think like sometimes the Justice card too, to me, it doesn't really say like, you know, justice is going to be served or court, but sometimes it's just a sign of like things are going to work out, things are going to rebalance themselves, because that's the way that it is. Like they say, sometimes things get worse before they get better. But here's the thing, if there was never anything bad in life, you wouldn't appreciate the good times. So, like, appreciate the bad times. I feel, whether if it's like just a situation one person's going through, or something that we go through as an entire world or nation, when we aren't going through the worst of the worst, we see the best come out of a lot of people. The best inventions are made. The great progress is made. The struggle really motivates people, and I think a lot of advancements in life and growth in people wouldn't happen if they didn't have some kind of hiccup in life that like either inspired or put them in a position where they had to give 100% of themselves. So yeah, just do all you can, and know that that's enough.